morning and welcome to another What I Eat in a Day. I haven't done one of these in a little bit, so I thought it'd be fun to do one. I have already kind of started my day. I've already been drinking my coffee here. I'm actually kind of on my second cup. This morning I'm just putting Trivia packets in it, not using any coffee creamer, and I am drinking this Donut Shop coffee. It's the same thing that we use in the cups over there, but we're actually trying to use up our grounds. We've got quite a few grounds, and now that we have this new coffee pot or coffee maker that does the pot, we've been using a whole lot more grounds. So that's breakfast coffee, along with, as usual, my Hydro Flask, drinking my water, at least trying to. I did a Instagram post recently where I was talking about the fact that Christmas was really bad for me. From Christmas Eve until about the 2nd of January, we were not staying on track with WW at all. And I actually got up above my maintenance mode weight. So now I'm back to having to actually lose weight instead of just maintain. That's been kind of a bummer, but I've been on track for a while. I'm feeling better. And like I said, I thought it'd be fun to do a what I eat in a day, kind of show you guys what I've been eating right now. With this new plan, I'm still kind of adjusting to it, but it is getting a whole lot easier for me. So yeah, that is what I'm having for breakfast. I intermittent fast, so I won't be eating an actual meal until probably 2 o'clock today. I do anywhere between 16 and 18 hour window of fast. Sometimes more actually, it just kind of depends on the day, but average 16 to 18 hour fast. So this is breakfast. I will see you back at lunchtime. Oh, and 0 points for breakfast. For lunch today, I'm gonna be having a bagel sandwich, and for that I'm gonna be using one of these air fryer bagels that I like to do. I like to do a lot of these up at a time actually, and then just freeze them. So that's one of those. If you haven't seen my video on these, I will link that up above and down below so you can check it out. They're really easy, but they are really good. Also, these are 4 points a piece. So I'm gonna take one of these and I'm gonna just slice it in half like that. And then I'm gonna take one of these Laughing Cow cheese wedges. These are the creamy light, just the regular flavor. So I'm gonna take that and I'm going to put it on here and just spread that on there. Then I'm gonna take some of this Member's Mark oven roasted turkey breast, and a serving of it, I'll show you. It says about 3 slices. That doesn't usually end up being the case. When I weigh it out, it's more like 2.5. So I'm gonna just use 2 slices of this. That on there. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of mustard. And then finally, because it is free to me, some sliced avocado. And that is all there is to that. So again, the bagel itself is 4 points. The lunch meat is 1 point. I think I forgot to say it, but the Laughing Cow cheese wedge is a point. The avocado is 0 points for me, which makes this sandwich 6 points for me. So along with the sandwich, I'm also gonna have a couple hard-boiled eggs. I was eating eggs quite a bit before this new plan, and they weren't actually free to me. They were 2 points a piece on the green plan, but now they are 0 to me. So I'm gonna have a couple of those, and I always have eggs. I only have 2 left now, I need to do some more, but I will do a whole bunch of eggs up and peel them and then just put them in a container like this. So it's grab and go and just easy. Because like I said, I eat a lot of eggs, probably at least 2 a day in one form or another. And then my husband also eats a lot too, and they are 0 points for both of us. So that is a really common thing that we're eating, especially now. Also, I'm gonna have a banana, which is 0 points. And then I'm also gonna have a 0 sugar Major Melon Mountain Dew. These are very, very good. I think they came out in the summertime, and I don't think they're actually selling them anymore, but if they are and you haven't tried these, you should definitely try them if you like Mountain Dew. Very good. I'm down to my last few of them, so gonna have one of those for 0 points. And that is gonna be everything for my lunch today. So again, 6 points for the sandwich, 0 for the eggs, 0 for the Mountain Dew, 0 for the banana, for a total of 6 points for my lunch today. For dinner tonight, I'm gonna be doing up some breakfast burritos. That just sounds good. And they're pretty quick to just kind of throw together. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. So here I've got a red onion and a red bell pepper. I'm gonna just chop these up and then I'll be back. I've got my veggies all chopped up. Now I'm gonna chop up some Canadian bacon. I'm gonna be using 20 slices. I think that's what's in this, but if not, I'm gonna be using 20. I'm gonna just cut this up into kind of bite-sized pieces. So I've got 2 stacks here of 10, so 20 pieces total. I need to sharpen my knife. It's not cutting very well, but I'm gonna just cut these up, like I said, into bite-sized pieces, and then I'll be back. I've got this all chopped up now. So now I'm gonna go over to my stove and I'm gonna toss all this into a large frying pan and get that cooking. Here I've got my frying pan heating up, and like I said, I'm gonna just toss all of this in it. Add a little fresh ground black pepper to it. You could salt also if you want. And then I'm gonna just cook this in here until those veggies soften up a little bit and that Canadian bacon has heated through. And then while my other stuff is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and get my eggs all done. So I'm gonna be doing 8 eggs. All right, there's my 8 eggs. To that, I'm gonna add a little bit of non-fat plain Greek yogurt, probably about a 1/4 cup or so, which is also free to me. And then little ground pepper. Then I'm gonna just whisk this all together real well. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and just set this aside until my veggies and Canadian bacon are done cooking. That looks good, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this and put it on a plate. And then in that same pan, I'm gonna cook my eggs. Now that I've got my eggs cooked, I'm gonna start putting these together. And I'm gonna be using these tortillas. These are the Extreme Wellness. They are a point a piece. First, I'm gonna add about a 1/4 cup of the eggs to my tortilla and try to keep it in the middle, mostly. And then to that, I'm gonna add a couple tablespoons of this Mexican style reduced fat cheese, followed by a 1/2 cup or so. I'm not quite sure how much it's gonna be with this. I usually use turkey polska kielbasa for these, but that is about a 1/2 cup. So I'm gonna do about 1/2 cup on each one of these, and hopefully that works out. And then I have a few jalapenos left, and my husband likes the jalapenos on there. So I'm gonna put a couple jalapenos on his. And then I'm gonna just tuck those ends in and roll this up, hopefully. These tortillas are kind of small, so they make it a little difficult, but just roll it up like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of these, and then I'll be back. I got 8 of those, like I was hoping to get, and I didn't end up with any filling, either the egg or the Canadian bacon and veggies. So that worked out really well with the 1/2 cup on the Canadian bacon and veggies. So I'll go ahead and plate this up and show you how I eat these. And here is my dinner. I've got one of those burritos. I went ahead and just cut it open so you can see what it looks like inside. So that for me is going to be 5 points. I'm also having a little fat-free salsa to dip that in. I used to eat 2 of these, to be honest, but now I don't have enough points in my day to do that. So I want to have something else with it. So I'm having a serving of 1% cottage cheese, 1/2 cup or 113 grams, and that is 2 points. I'm also gonna have a Cosmic Crisp apple for 0 points. All total, my dinner tonight is gonna be 6 points. For dessert tonight, I am having some homemade applesauce. I made this up today earlier. I didn't end up showing it, but it's really simple. I just chopped up 6 medium apples, threw them in my crock pot, and then on top of them, I sprinkled probably half teaspoon cinnamon, about a teaspoon lemon juice, a pinch of salt, and then about a 1/4 cup of the Truvia brown sugar, the calorie-free stuff, and that was it. So I then just cooked it on low for about 2.5 hours, and that's how it turns out. It's really good, it's really easy, and it is 0 points. So I'm having that, and then on top of it, I'm gonna add a little bit of this Smucker's sugar-free caramel syrup, just because I thought that sounded good. This stuff, there's the nutrition info on it. This stuff is I think it's a point per tablespoon. I'll have to double check that, but the serving size is 2 tablespoons, and I know that's 2 points, so I believe it's a point for a tablespoon. If that's not correct, I'll change that on the screen, but we're gonna go with it being a point. And this stuff is not the easiest to measure out, so what I'm actually gonna do is just pop this on my scale and do it by weight so that it's accurate. And this is one of these things where you could just eyeball it and guess, but I tend to always go over on that, so I like to just weigh it out to be more accurate. So I'm gonna put this on grams. A tablespoon is gonna be 19 grams. So I'm gonna just put 19 grams of this on. And actually, I'm not gonna put 19 because I don't think I need that much. So that's 10 grams. Definitely gonna just call that a point. And that is what it looks like. And it smells really good with the caramel and apple. So 1 point for my dessert tonight, which is gonna finish off my day. So that is everything that I'm eating today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and maybe it gave you some ideas. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.